Howdy! Welcome to the Ask Bess show. Here every Saturday and Sunday at noon Eastern Time for you. The Ask Bess show. Today the topic is how to use leads for building your business, for recruiting your business. This is for network marketers. The advantage of using leads in your network marketing business. And so I'm going to be covering that today for a few minutes. We do have an extension on, just real quick, we do have an extension on a free coaching offer that we're offering through our leads class. If you join the leads class by Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, then the class will include a free coaching session with Jeffrey David Gamble, which in my opinion is worth over $1,000 plus. Or it's probably invaluable in how it can grow your business. So I'll be sharing that with you in a minute. But first, just want to introduce the Ask Bess show. This is a place, besides a topic every day, this is a place where you can ask a question of anything, whether it's health, wealth, love. It could be with your network marketing business or your career or job. It could be with your relationships, communication, health, weight loss. Could be with spiritual fulfillment. So all of those things, you can ask a question here or private message me if you'd like to remain anonymous. My background is a body-mind therapist, holistic health practitioner, and a therapist for over 37 years. I bring this to network marketers because I was one full-time. My company went out of business. I became a therapist full-time and brought this back to network marketers to help. I'm a dedicated generic coach for network marketers, bringing this back to the people and the profession that I love. Not a perfect profession, but it is the best answer that I know in this economy for people to have a better life. That's why I'm a very, very passionate advocate of it, and I love to help parents be home with their kids, seniors to have a better retirement, people to get out of debt, especially students, and people to leave bad jobs. Can you think of a better way, for a better solution in this economy for people to do all this? So welcome, Shamala, your front row again. Shamala is a wonderful lady, friend. Met her as a student in our school, this generic school that Jeffrey David Gamble and I run for network marketers, the MLM Millionaire Academy, and met Shamala there. And she has become a good friend. I love your spirituality, Shamala. And recently we just celebrated that she jumped another rank in her company. So congratulations again to you. And so glad to see you and everyone here. And by the way, if you're watching the replay, can you type in replay, because I'd like to thank you for watching this show. Okay, so my background, who am I to be saying all this? For over 37 years, I've helped hundreds and hundreds of people to break through blocks of fears and negative beliefs and live a life that they're meant to be. My niche the last 12 years has been network marketers, because I was one full-time and I wanted to bring this back to network marketers and help to live the better lives in the areas, especially in the areas that I mentioned. I just love this profession and the people in it. It's not perfect, is it? A lot of stuff to navigate in it. I'm going to share with you today about why leads are such a great and fast way to build your network marketing business. First of all, I would like to invite some people to join. And Shamal, I won't invite you because you're already on here. If you know someone who might like to know about this, about building their network marketing business, about the advantage of using leads, I welcome you to invite them. Maybe you yourself have thought of leads but haven't quite known how to do them. If you wanted to do them, what would be the advantages or disadvantages of them? And I'll talk about that in a minute. You know, where to start, where to get leads, what to say. Most people don't know this, so most people don't do leads or don't try leads. But it can be, I'll share with you some ideas today that might be ideas to think about, give you a little more information about this so that you can make an informed decision. So, let's see, just inviting some people. Welcome. I invite you to invite people if you know someone that you think could use this information, just to be informed, and get back to the class here. Okay, and Shamala, thank you for the lessons and support. Appreciate you too. Okay. So the topic today, leads. There's many places after you talk with friends and family and you follow up on the referrals and all that from them. Where do you go to keep talking with people in your business? Because really you need to be doing, if you want to grow your network marketing business, really you need to be doing about 2 to 5 presentations a day to keep ahead of attrition, to keep growing, and to be a role model for your team. So how do you do that? How do you keep presenting to that many people? How do you keep getting in front of that many people? And there's a few ways to do that. Some people do it in the people they meet in everyday life. Some people do it on social media, and some people do it with leads. This could be bought leads, but there's many other sources of leads too, which I'll share with you in a minute. So following up on people, I figure that a lead is just an open door, an indication that, number one, somebody wants or needs what you have, and number two, that they can afford that. And if they can't afford that, your business could be a way for them to pay for their own product or service and get it to other people. So, welcome, Patrick. No sound? Shamala, do you have sound? I think you do. Turn up your speakers, Patrick. Check your settings. And welcome, Roy. Glad to see you. Talking today about why leads are an advantage in recruiting and network marketing in a real advantageous way. So, first of all, it's important to get in front of people and have a never-ending supply of people to do that with. And that removes the desperation of leaning on the prospects you've already talked to, or leaning on your friends and family, or leaning on your team to produce. All you do is just keep finding new people. Of course, you support the people already that you've already talked to, already on your team, to your best ability to help them to their next steps. But when they're just not ready, when they're not, it's not their time, they're not at high noon yet, or at this point in their life, then you can look to other people and build other people. Do not wait for these people. I understand a friend of mine, James Hendricks, shared that there was a top earner in network marketing on his team many years ago, way down at the bottom. He said he never did anything. The guy never did anything, but later on he exploded into one of the very topmost earners in all of network marketing. So that's what happened to him. It wasn't his noon, right? It wasn't his high noon. He was probably gathering information. That person actually said, it took me 16 years to become an overnight success. So sometimes it isn't that person's time. You go work with other people. Yes, Shamala can hear. So Patrick, I'm thinking you can't hear this, but I'm hoping that you can check your speakers and stuff. Okay, so why leads? I call leads all the time for my business of building the school, the MLM Millionaire Academy. But when I was a network marketer, I did not call leads. I talked with just people that I knew, and the social media wasn't out then. That's how old I am. But we built businesses then even without social media. So look at the advantages that everybody has now. But leads can be a way to choose your target market, choose your profession. Like, who do you want to, the profession of the people that you want to contact. You can choose the age, you can choose the location. Do you want them to be in your local area, or do you want them to be in the top income producing states or the top most successful network marketers, which the 4 states are California, New York, Florida, and Texas. So do you want people to be, are you looking for people in these areas? Are you looking for people in other countries to develop and open up other countries? So with leads, you can choose those sources. And welcome, Leah. Glad to see you. Glad everybody's here. Now, if anybody has, who here has ever worked with leads or thought about it or wondered about it, please type in yes, because you're in the right place to learn some things today. In the end, I'll share where you can learn a lot more, a link. I'll share that now. Go to the Facebook event, The Art and Science of Recruiting Using Leads. That's a replay. The event is past, but the replay is still up. So it's The Art and Science of Recruiting Using Leads replay. And there you can get a free hour and a half of a webinar class about how, why to use leads and what to say. So with leads, you can target and talk to specifically the people that you want, maybe in a certain profession, or maybe is it just professional people, period, who are used to the discipline of working for themselves. They're entrepreneurial. They're disciplined people. People that have been in corporate can be very disciplined. People that own their own business, people that are professional people, can be wonderful to work with because they're already used to being professional. And that's who you want to look for. And these are also people that can afford the starter kit or afford the products. So that makes it so much easier when people don't have to scrape together, $60 or $200, that they have that already. It's a no-brainer. So again, leads are people that I think that want to need what you have and can afford to get in, can afford the product or the starter kit or to get in. But if they can't, there's ways to get the money too. Lots of people have done that. So there are different scripts for each type of audience that you talk to. There's even leads that you can buy of people who've requested to be called about making money at home or doing direct sales. So these are people who've requested to be called. There's even lists of former network marketers that you can call, or network marketers that you can call and see, well, who's not in a company anymore, who might be looking for one. So it's good to pre-qualify people when you reach them, and there are certain questions that you need to ask. We teach this in the class, and you can get some tips from that recording that I shared with you at the Facebook event, The Art and Science of Recruiting Using Leads. So there's certain questions to pre-qualify to make sure that it's worth both of your time to talk and take the next step. Have they been in network marketing before? Do they have a job? Are they happy with it? What are they looking for? Do they know people? So there's pre-qualifications questions. And with leads, when you do call leads, the cool thing is you can set your own hours. And it's like going to a part-time job. Okay, I'm going to call these people or in this time zone, and I'm going to sit down and I'm just going to follow the scripts. I'm just going to follow the directions. So it makes it easy to always have never-ending stream, a supply of people to talk to. And when you have that, you get confident from talking with a lot of people. So you get that confidence. That shows up in your voice, in your posture, and you have even more success. And it's a good feeling, isn't it, when you can talk with a certain number of people and it's just a matter of numbers, and then you can actually make things happen. You can make a difference in people's lives. You can add to your team. You can add recruits. You can get more people to work with at will. At will, when you have leads to sit down, you know who you're calling today, and you know what you're going to say to them. So the way to get good is to talk to a lot of people, and then that confidence starts showing up in your posture and in your voice. And it's important to know also the stance that you have with them, and that is of an interviewer. It's not as a friend or somebody you met on social media. This is somebody that needs you to be the professional, to be sort of interviewing them and providing them with the opportunity that they are looking for, a part-time job or full-time or whatever that they're looking for. So that confidence comes from getting good, and confidence also comes from knowing that you have the next person to talk to, that you don't need to pressure the person in front of you. You can just move on if they're not ready, or if they need to think about it for a while. And we teach things that you can say about that too in the class. So the class is, phone tips, the posture of how to take an interviewer's posture, and tips to be able to talk on the phone. And then we have the Q&A section as part of the class. The class is actually a Wednesday. Let me go back to the Facebook event. It's a free class for everyone. And this is called The Art and Science of Recruiting Using Leads Replay, Facebook event. So you can go there and find the replay. And many people that have heard that have been jumping into our Wednesday night weekly class. That is a paid weekly class inside of our school, the MLM Millionaire Academy, Generic School for Network Marketers. So a lot of these people in the last week or so have been jumping in, and we'd love to invite you too. This is a Wednesday night class at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and it lasts for an hour and a half, including Q&A, because questions always come up when you put these things into action. So what we cover is many, many different ways to generate leads, or to get a hold of leads, and then what you say for each one, and information about this profession of network marketing, and about how to work with the different personality types, the important things that you need to know. There are actually 10 classes in all, but when they repeat, there's always new information. So people are getting in and staying in to make money, and to ask questions, and to get professional, and to be able to grow their team really, really fast. So welcome, Thomas. How are you? Thomas, have you called leads? Has anyone here called leads, and would you recommend it to others to check it out? I'd like to hear, if you call leads, why you like calling them, why you would recommend it. Do you use leads exclusively? Most people blend it with other methods of recruiting, including people they meet in social media, or even networking at networking groups, business networking groups. You can also call leads just by picking up business cards, and we teach what to say to these people. You can buy leads. You can work on referrals, never-ending supply of people with referrals. So these are all leads. A lead is somebody who's interested in your product or business, your product, service, or business opportunity. And this is what we would love to share with you to help you get successful and move faster in your business, and not just wait for trickles to come in, but to make it happen now. Talked with one lady yesterday who was caretaking her husband for a few months after a surgery, and now he has gone back to work part-time, and now she is freed up from being a caregiver, and now she wants to move fast. Finances dictate that they do this, and I said, well, if I was still a network marketer, I would use leads. I would get on the phone for several hours every day and treat it professionally like a part-time job, and make it happen and build my team. So that is what I love as a teacher, dedicated teacher and generic coach for network marketers. This is what I love teaching for everyone, and invite you to go to the Facebook event, Art and Science of Recruiting Using Leads, and the replay, and get the replay there. Now there's something really, really special that we're offering. Jeffrey David Gamble is the expert teacher of that class. I am in there too, and I assist in that class. But he is the expert on leads and building your business fast. He's personally recruited over 500 people frontline over the years, and he has personally sponsored a number of people who use this method to become top earners themselves. And one fellow used the leads method exclusively to become a top earner in his company fast. And so he will be leading this class, and he's doing something very, 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 very special. He's offering an hour of his private coaching to anyone who signs up with that leads class by Wednesday at 8 p.m. That's just in time for our next class. And that, to me, I think that is worth $1,000 or more, his coaching, and probably a lot more in the results and the money that you're going to get back by if you use what he teaches and what the class teaches. So this is what I wanted to offer today, and I will be here again tomorrow. I'm here every Saturday and Sunday at noon Eastern time. Tomorrow I will talk about a very deep topic. When people are looking for happiness, where to find it. Surprise for tomorrow. Okay, everyone, take care. I'll see you then, and I will post a link to make it easy to find this replay of the webinar. I think you will get a lot out of it, even if it simply offers you information about an option. Do you want to do leads? Do you want to consider doing it? Would it fit for you and your business? So that's what I would love for you to watch the webinar to decide, is this for me or not? Here's a little more information about it. I think it sounds really, really, really fun. One of the ways that I love. And welcome, Adriana, and welcome, Mark. I'm just signing off. Going to post the replay here and some links for people. And I love you all. Thank you. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow at noon Eastern time. Bye-bye.